anybody else got their own specific feedback that they would like to implement down here? I know what I'm going to look at for you. Kieran.
The vertical movement up and down to reduce the chattering.
To reduce the chattering. Nice, good. Why? Sweet. So down here, do you think you need to do a lot or a little bit?
It'd be less.
Less. Sweet. As it gets to the steeper pitch?
And deeper, more.
More. Cool. Any specific things that you feel when you know you're doing it right?
So the heel side I can sort of feel myself get lower.
Okay.
Which is easy enough. The toe side I still struggle with if I'm getting lower. Because it's more of a flex in the knees and ankles. Go then.
Right, Kieran, better speed down there. Definitely means it's necessary for you to bend, hey? I can see what you mean about the toe side.
Yeah.
For sure. Remind me.
Luke.
Remind me the feedback.
Toe standing up.
So that's cool. I can see that too. If we move too much, too fast, too little, we won't feel that. We'll feel rushed. We'll feel maybe a bit of a fishtail skid. We'll feel like we're spending a lot of time traversing across the hill to try to control our speed rather than consistently flowing from one turn to the next. And that's our goal. Consistent, smooth, medium-sized, medium speed, chilling turns.
If you do have too much speed, how can you control that through the turn? Is that like bending your knees more?
Maybe.
Maybe.
A bit more.
Yeah, we're allowed to skid a little bit more. What do we do to make our snowboard skid a bit more? Turn it.
Pardon?
We turn it.
Yeah.
Right? If we turn our snowboard down the hill, we go faster. If we turn our snowboard across the hill, we tend to keep our speed. If we turn our snowboard up the hill,
You slow down.
we slow down. So a consistent turning effort through your hips to allow your snowboard to maybe turn up the hill a little bit. You might find that you can feel a moment where you're like, next turn. Yeah? Cool. Makes sense, hey?
Yep.
Nodding. Sweet. Throw down here. Let's see if we can be a bit smoother, Kieran, with your up and down. It's enough. Smooth.
Even on the toe side?
There it's enough. You might find you
More,
need a little
okay.
bit more, but let's figure out how you need to move differently. I think the timing thing for you will be key to this. affected on one turn more than the other?
Yeah.
Which one?
I think on my toes.
Just asking.
I know, I find it easier like to think about my hips leaning forward because it's kind of just like pushing your hips forward.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas when I'm going off my toes, I'm like, am I sitting? Am I leaning? Like, what is my hip?
What is your hip?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright. Keep thinking on that. Because yes, you're right, it is quite effective to turn onto our toe side. Why are you doing it the same on your heel side and toe side? Is my next question. I'll leave it. Yeah. Good job, Jack. Yes, okay. And trying. Jack, what's your feedback that you are working on at the moment?
I feel like I slide out a bit when I'm coming onto my heel edge. I feel like I keep sliding out and having to lock that back leg out a little bit to try and stop the sliding.
Oh,
So it's gaining that grip, learning to gain that grip a bit more when I'm coming onto my heel edge.
Okay. And how are you trying to achieve better grip when you turn onto your heel edge?
So I'm bringing my body lower down to the centre of the board.
Okay. How is that correcting your back leg feeling like it gets too extended?
If I'm sort of bending my knees a little bit more, bringing my body down, I feel like I don't have to push my leg out as far.
Okay. When in the turn do you start to bend your legs?
There.
I'd like you to try to do it a bit earlier.
Okay.
And see what effect that has on the feeling at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Alright, cool, nice. You guys, as you turn onto your toe side, I'd like you both to try to feel your front shin pressing a little bit firmer into your front boot. Okay? Right at the start. Okay. The reason for this is I think what's going to happen is you're going to feel a little bit better grip and you're going to be able to start bending more efficiently through your ankle because that's what you do in order to feel better. What changes when we get into that kind of terrain? The slope is no longer consistent, so it's really blooming hard to consistently make the same size turn. And all of you, and absolutely, that's kind of where you're at in riding, and that's okay. All of you turned into small turns, big traverse. Small turn, big traverse. But it's an important thing to notice the difference between that and our medium size, consistent, steered, all the way, all the time. Don't stop moving. Yeah? That makes sense. Cool. But that's okay. You don't have to be able to do it all the time. We just need to make a difference. Okay.